Okay, my salams, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. This is going to be a quick little message because I'm just coming from the halal meat market, and I was going there to get some chicken breasts for a meal I'm cooking for my family tonight. And I just got some wisdom from one of the brothers in the market. And I just believe that Allah is the greatest teacher. Al-Rashid, he's the greatest teacher. And I feel like God is always teaching us in our day-to-day life. Like, you got to slow down a little bit. Like, I know I rush a lot too, but you got to slow down a little bit to see how God is always teaching you lessons and trying to educate you. And sometimes through the words of others or through experiences, you're like, you get profound insight that changes your life and makes you think differently and actually opens your eyes so you can truly see God in your life. You can see him moving in your life every day. And it's so beautiful when you see it. So I was in the meat market, I was looking at the chicken breast. It's a really good meat market too, because they get fresh meat a lot. And so I feel like the meat's always fresh. And I didn't always used to eat halal, but that's probably we could go into a whole nother topic about that. But what made me really start like focusing on eating halal meat, and there are times where I've slipped and not eaten halal meat, but now I'm like focused on I want to eat only halal meat. And what made me I'm gonna backtrack and give you the background before we go to the lesson that God just taught me. But one of the reasons why I wanted to eat halal meat was because of the way the meat is prepared. So the animal is slaughtered in a humane way, not shot, stabbed, choked to death. We don't know how meat prepared in regular restaurants is killed, but the meat is slaughtered in a humane way. So that the animal doesn't experience pain by, slicing the jugular vein. So it's instant. And then the name of God is said over the meat. And then all the blood in the meat, the animal is hung. So all the blood comes out of the meat. And, animals hold toxins. We all do toxins in their blood. So if you're eating meat where the blood, this is why I started to do it, as I sat and thought about the reason why God mentions halal meat in the Quran. I always think about the things I do and the wisdom behind it. And so the blood is drained out of the meat. So I was thinking, so less toxins would be in your meat as you're eating it. And then when you eat other meat, you don't know how long it's been there. You don't know how they've killed the animal. You don't know if the animal was taken care of. This particular market that I go to, they go to a farm where the animals are, what's it called? Pastured, allowed to pasture, walk around. There's a word for that. And it's escaping me right now. But anyway, so back to the story of what I learned today in the market. So, the brother he picked the meat out for me because I was looking at the meat and I didn't know which one I wanted. And he first put his hand on the one that I said yes to, and he goes, no, this is the better one. So he gave me the better one. And then when I got up to the counter, I was like, oh, thank you for, picking the best, meat for me. Because I don't always know how to pick meat. I'm just the average Joe, in the market. And so, he goes, a lot of people, have trust issues. And I was like, this is a very deep topic to be talking about in the halal meat market. But I love deep topics and I love deep thinkers. I love people that think through life. I love those type of people. And he goes, sometimes like I'll try to show them like the better quality of meat or the best one or the freshest one. And they don't trust that I'm picking what's best for them. So they're like, no. And they want to haggle and they want to, go back and forth with him or whatever. And so now he's like, I just let them pick whatever they want unless they're open to taking my advice, unless they're open to listening to my advice, then I'll give them my advice. And I thought, how many of us have trust issues just in the most simplest ways, like having someone help you pick out your meat, like in the most simple of ways in life? How many of us have trust issues and we're going through our life with trust issues? So we're not trusting each other. We're not trusting God. We're not even trusting ourselves to make the right decisions. And then we wonder why our lives are chaotic and not peaceful, which is what Islam is supposed to bring you. It's supposed to bring you the utmost peace in this life and the next life. But if you have trust issues, internal trust issues, trusting God, trusting others, you're going to always second guess everything. And that's going to make your life very not chaotic and not very chaotic and not peaceful and not affirming. And so I just thought, how powerful is that? I gotta jump on and share that because I'm always actively working on trusting myself more and trusting Allah more. That's like the highest level of trust that you can have is that, you know, as you're moving around in the world, that the great, you know, creator of the universe is protecting you, is safeguarding you, is looking after you, is caring about your well-being, is even caring about what you put in your body, is caring about your family. Like, how that feeling of protection, that feeling of covering, that feeling of safety and security, is something that I think is such a great feeling, and I think we all deserve that feeling. And the more that I really have worked on my trust in Allah, and I think there's levels, I tell y'all, there's levels to every emotion. There's levels to trust, there's levels to faith, there's levels to love. But the more I really work on trusting myself and trusting Allah, then I'm able to trust others, and then other people come right into my life and help me make the best decisions, or help me choose the best things, or help me see life in a beautiful, great way. And so, you know, really ask yourself those questions like, do I trust myself? Do I trust others? Do I trust Allah? Because if you don't have trust within yourself, it's really hard to create security and peace and safety in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in every area. Trust is so important. So I hope that helped. I'm going to jump off because I got to go take care of my little kitties and my hubby, and make it like a nice little meal for them. And then I will be back the next time I'm inspired. I've been asking Allah, I've been asking him to, for whatever I say on my TikTok page, whatever I say on my YouTube, that it is something that really benefits people, believers specifically, and that it helps me, and that it helps you grow, helps me grow, and that I'm rewarded for it. So I hope this helps. So we'll talk inshallah soon. My salams.